It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. You got the love I need to see me through.
So begins another tedious week of rubbish and insipid nonsense spouted out on the airwaves by a has-been and a young girl who doesn't know what life's all about. Hey, that's good, isn't it? That really sells the show, I think, and sets us up.
Positive.
Very positive. It's honest. The kids love honesty. That's the thing that I've learnt. So they don't dig anything that's dishonest. Good evening. Thanks to Ben Jones, who left. Well, he's a little bit annoyed.
Yeah, but I don't know. What kind of DJ leaving that big gap in the way?
Big gap in the way there. We took the ads too early, which is a minor thing. But I could hear Ben Jones spitting daggers at us through the intercom.
No, I don't think I'm his favourite person.
It's like we urinated on a photograph of his grandmother or something. I'm to Ben, you have our sincere apologies. I'm sure it's just because it's Monday, I'm sure tomorrow, everything. Maybe it's because I didn't go up and see him this evening. I was doing Christmas shopping on the...
Online.
What do they call it? Computer, on the internet.
Very lazy.
No. It's the way to do it.
It is easy. If you know what you're getting, then it's good.
I know exactly. I'm getting this dress here. Excuse me. 1 second. I've got to reorder the whole thing again because the order didn't go through. Or did it? I probably end up with 5 of these bloody things now and it cost me a fortune.
At least you can send them back.
No, I wouldn't. I can't be bothered doing that.
Oh, you don't like doing that, do you?
No, I don't like doing that.
I'll send it back for you.
Not got a lot for tonight's show. Well, I got a few. We're not advertising. I just heard that we're advertising the movie The Box, which I think looks excellent, by the way. We're not advertising Paranormal Activity, are we?
Don't know.
Good, because it's crap. Don't go and see it. What a waste of time and money that was. Man, we were so excited about going to see a scary film. Oh, it's just scary. Ooh, they were on BBC Breakfast News and the woman said it was so scary I left half an hour into it. What? Are you scared of doors moving a little bit? Because that's all that happens. That is all. Hey, if you're scared of doors going... then I suggest that you do not go and watch this film because it will scare the crap out of you. However, if you're a normal person who isn't afraid of doors, then go see Paranormal Activity. Absolute tosh.
But is it about just doors moving or is there more substance to
the
that?
last 5... It's like Blair Witch Project. Rubbish, last 5 minutes. Oh, that's good, and then it ends.
Shaky cameras?
There's a bit of shaky camera, yeah, because it's all filmed on video.
Makes me feel sick.
Have you seen Cloverfield?
Hang on, what are you looking outside the window for?
I wasn't.
It was like something caught your eye. Is it the ghost of down here?
No, there's no ghost. I wasn't looking out the window. That's just slightly higher than normal, and that's put me off. Have you seen Cloverfield?
No.
Cloverfield, I had to stop looking at the screen because it's super shaky camera. Be careful about how I phrase that, because I have but anyway, it gave me a migraine. Didn't give me a migraine. It made me feel motion sick. That's what it did. I lied.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but it's a good film. But Paranormal Activity, absolute pony. But the last 5 minutes, wonderful. And there are 3 different versions floating around the internet. But it was great. But up until then, boring. Oh dear, is this film still on? But you go to the pictures these days. And it is... So that's one of the things we're talking about this evening, is disappointing movies. For films, Blair Witch was another one where I got it on from America. A friend of mine went to America. It wasn't a friend of mine, it was Daisy Donovan. We weren't particularly close, but she bought it from America and I borrowed it off her. And me and my girlfriend at the time, we go, oh, it's scary, it's going to watch it, it's scary. It was rubbish! It was rubbish! No. So tonight, the main thrust will be disappointing films that you've just heard so much about, or you're really, really excited about, and then you go and see it, and it's just absolute guff. But then also, during the adverts and the trailers, there were some rude girls. I believe that's the term. They were like 15, 16. It's the 15 minutes. So I'm guessing about 15, and they were chatting in the back, all the chatting in the back, chat. And during the adverts, that's okay. During the trailers... it's all right. I'd rather you didn't, but it's all right. But then the movie started,
and they
carried on chatting.
Oh,
and
no.
It wasn't even like they were talking like that. So you there? They're talking like that. This film is like, I can't wait to see this film. It's supposed to be like just all like that. And
they can't wait to see the film that they're talking all over.
And so I'm sat there, and I'm getting my heart's going boom boom. I've got to say something. Boom 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 boom. So very politely, this was me. Didn't stand up. I must say. Could you shut up, please?
Shut up isn't very polite, though.
Please.
Please is.
And please.
But be quiet would have been better.
Could you? No, because then there's. If I be quiet, then I'm a wimp. And my wife is going, you're gonna get stabbed. We're in a cinema in Camden. It's 11 o'clock at night. We're gonna get stabbed.
Oh, you at that little Odeon?
Yeah. Well, you've mentioned that, so part of my story now has to be changed for legal reasons. Well done, bugger indeed. Well done. Part of the story now has to be changed for legal reasons. So we're in there. And they called me a tosser and a few things, but then they quietened down, and a couple of people went, yeah! Like that, and yeah, agreeing with me. But then they carried on talking throughout the film. And about an hour into it, this guy stood up, turned around and went, will you effing bitches shut the F up? And, I mean, that was quite aggressive. I wouldn't have used the B word, but they were ruining it.
Very bad.
They were ruining it. And they went, yeah, shut up, man, we're trying to watch the film, right? And he said, well, yes, so am I. So anyway, the film ended and it was rubbish. And then we, as we left, there was this old woman who'd been terrified. She tried to start a spontaneous round of applause and no one joined in. So the film finished and she's going, yeah!
Oh,
kept
no.
looking around, going, come on, yeah! No one else clapped. And as we walked past, she went, well, that was scary. And I went, yeah. I said, yeah, apparently it's based on a true story. She went, what? So, yeah, based on a true story. We walked out. Anyway, so then I saw the manager of the cinema and I said, I've got to be honest, your policy isn't very good. You need someone from the cinema policing the cinema. In the old days, people were talking. Someone would go up to them and say, yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to keep quiet. If they did it again, they'd say, right, I'm sorry. If you do that again, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. There was none of that. I said, you need to change the policy and have someone in there. He said, oh, we'll think about it. I said, can I have the name of the CEO of Odeon, the head? He said, I can't give you that information. I said, you can. He said, no, it's private. I said, no, it's not. It's public. I can Google it.
Anyone can
Google
get that.
it now. Because I always find if you're going to complain about something, don't bother the assistant manager, which this guy was. Very nice chap. Don't bother with the manager. You go straight to the CEO. You send a letter to the CEO, you always get something done. Always.
Yeah.
And then he told me to calm down and stop shouting, and I definitely wasn't shouting. I was very calm. I got angry when he said that. And then he said bizarrely, I can't give you a refund. I hadn't even asked. I didn't want a refund, right? It wasn't part of the plan.
But it put it in your mind.
As soon as he mentioned the refund, I'm like, I'm now going to get a refund because it's 35 quid for 3 tickets. And after 20 minutes, I got a refund. After 20 minutes, he asked for the credit card back and got a refund. I then very nearly said, could we have some tickets as well, please, because that film was crap.
Yeah.
But I didn't because that wasn't Odeon's fault. So they did sort it out in the end. But these are the two things this evening. Disappointing films and kicking up a stink. Have you ever... I kicked up a stink twice in one evening and got results both times.
Yeah, that's very good.
Have you ever had to kick up a stink? Line 5 is calling in. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, yes, disappointing films. Something I think a lot of us look forward to was The Matrix 3.
Oh, now, can I be honest? What's your name, my friend? Camilla. I must be one of the only geeky boys in the world who didn't like the first Matrix.
I think it was more about the special effects than the actual story, to be fair.
It was more about that lady in the black PVC catsuit, from my point of view.
For the geeky boys, yeah, okay.
But and then I had to go and review the second one for a TV show I was doing, and I thought the second one wasn't great, but the third one was a stinker, was it?
It was. I mean, again, number 2, the storyline, but it did kind of keep you a bit interested as to what's reality, what's the Matrix,
Yeah.
And then you got to number 3, and you're like, okay, here's where they're going to tell you what it's all about.
And they didn't bother.
And it's like, no, they did, but it was like, huh?
Oh, man.
And you had to watch it several times. You still kind of came away thinking, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was so hyped up.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a list here. So the thing is, if films are hyped up, then I wait until they come out on DVD normally to watch them because they will never live up to the hype, apart from 2012, which is a masterpiece. So I try and I sort of tried to ignore the hype about Paranormal Activity, but it was guff. Camilla,
I must admit, that wouldn't interest me.
Thank you. You're a bit of a sci-fi geek, are you?
No, not really, but I've grown up with a brother who is a serious sci-fi geek. So,
like hardcore. So you got like Star Trek shirts and things.
He's all Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
Serious Star Wars. He's 40 and he's still got toys in original boxes from when he was like 6 years old.
Camilla, thank you for that. You say he's 40 and he's still got those toys. Of course he has. That's the perfect age to keep hold of those toys.
Sell them off.
Star Wars is. Can I say something? Star Wars is terrible.
I've only ever watched one. And couldn't bear to watch any more.
I've watched the first proper two, the Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, and it's just I should like it. I like geeky sci-fi flying through space. Terrible, absolute stinker. I've seen the Ewok movie Caravan of Courage. That was a good film. But, the Ewoks got their own movie. Good evening, Line 4. You're on the wireless.
Ian, Dion, mate.
Hello?
Dion.
Hello, Dion. It's Ian.
Yeah, hello, mate. I've got straight through, yeah?
Yeah, you got straight through.
I'll just pause the radio. Can you call me back?
OK, bye-bye. We won't call him back. Don't worry about that. Right, well, that's these people calling in for. Hang on a second. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening. This is the patron saint of alternative 80s and new wave. Did you know that the Tears for Fears album, Raoul and the Kings of Spain, was re-released in August with bonus tracks? I didn't, and I'm really annoyed about it!
All right. Well done to him for being the only person still
sticking to his
role. Well done. We should do something special for him.
He's quite passionate about that. I've never heard him get like that before.
A little bit too... sorry, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hang on a minute, young lady. I don't know who you are. We'll find out in a second. But yeah is not a way to start a phone conversation. All right, if this was 5 Live, you would have been kicked off now. Stephen Nolan would have kicked you off now. Derbyshire would not have stood for some girl phoning up going, yeah. All right, so start again.
Okay. Anyway.
No, anyways an even worse start to a phone call.
I only got 1 minute remaining.
But that's just do it. I don't care. All right, you are not going to come on this show and balls it up for me. Do a proper introduction to the phone call.
Hello. It's me, Vinny.
Oh, it's Vinny. It's a bloke. I did not realise.
Oh, it sounded quite feminine.
Have your balls gone back up inside you?
No.
Oh, okay, just your voice seems to have fixed itself. It sounds like it was broken, and now it's fixed itself.
Oh, okay, anyway, forget that now.
No, forget about that, because I'm interested. You've only got a minute left in your credit. I'm going to hope we can distract you enough so that you get cut off before we ever find out what your boring... Hey, we had an email about you. We had an email about you.
I slept through...
OK, hang on a second. Don't you button it, because we've had an email about you. Hang on.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, there's a shame. I had an email saying we should ban him.
Yeah, I saw.
'Cause he's a dick. Let's people calling in. Let's we'll do the show properly in a bit when Eloise goes through to the other room. But until then, yes, line 8, you're on the wireless.
Oh hi, did you want to know about a movie that was disappointing?
Yes.
Quantum of Solace, the James Bond one.
I'll get stuffed.
I've not seen that one yet.
Get stuffed. That was a brilliant film. I didn't understand what was going on, but I don't think you're meant to understand the story of Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, fair enough. The action was good, but yeah, that's what I mean. The story plot was a bit odd, and he didn't say Bond, James Bond, or Martini, or whatever that catchphrase is.
No, he doesn't. He didn't say that in the one before, and I think I saw him being interviewed about that, and he said, "Oh yeah, we didn't want to do any cliches. Maybe we'll do that in the next movie." So, you know,
yeah, maybe the next one might be better.
It was good, but I didn't understand anything that was going on in it. But come on, man, it was. I'm not going to allow that. That's just a nonsense. Go to line 4. 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, it's you. It's Dion again.
Oh, it's me, and it's you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, yeah.
I'll pause the radio now. It's brilliant, this DAB, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the future. Well,
yeah,
it's
about the...
Yes.
I was going about films.
Yes. Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
The most miserable film I watched was today because it didn't play it on DVD, but it's the best film I've seen in my life.
Okay.
And I watched 30 years. It was The Life of Brian.
Okay, that wasn't
and it never
the
played,
topic.
mate.
No, that wasn't the topic.
That's what it was.
What? So most miserable films?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to it, Dad. I had a mate of mine from work. I listened to you all week because I was away all last week.
Well, it's only Monday.
Yeah, I know. I was away all last week, then.
Okay. On a mission?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
I can't say too much.
No, obviously top secret. But did you kill anybody?
No.
No. Poison?
No.
Torture?
No.
Were you a honey trap?
No.
No. I'd love to be a honey trap. You know what a honey trap is?
I think I've got a honey trap lying next to me. She's fast asleep, mate.
Don't get stuck in a hot pot. Ooh, hang on, that doesn't sound very good. Of honey.
Fine. Anyway, I've been serious here.
Sweet honey. Me,
anyway, about them yachtsmen, I'll let you know a bit more about that as I know it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really looking forward to looking at Life of Brian today.
Okay. Well,
and it didn't work.
Ah! Yeah. Okay.
You know, I was really, I was all psyched up.
Yeah, you were looking forward to it, like you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one.
The DVD didn't work,
you said, yep, you said that.
All right, then.
That you did.
See you later, mate. I'll put the radio back on
Good lad, there we go.
All right, then, bye.
Yes! The Yachtsman.
The Yachtsman of Balham or something. Balham Yachtsman.
What the bloody hell was that all about? 0330 123 1215.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
If you gotta run from home.
I spent the whole weekend playing video games and ukulele. It doesn't get any, life don't get any better than that. Saturday afternoon playing ukulele. Saturday night until 3 o'clock in the morning playing Trials HD on the Xbox and some rubbish zombie game on the Wii. Wonderful. Look, Mark Crosley's in the building. What the hell is he doing here? His show's not for hours yet. Keen. He's keen, you see. That's something that I haven't had for a long, long time. He's keen. Let's go to Lee. Oh, why is this not working? Hang on a second. Lee!
It's the Puma.
Yes.
Firstly, can I say I'm very disappointed in Verinda?
Why are you disappointed in Verinda?
Because the way he insulted your mother the other day, it made me cry.
He's out of order. I'm very, very close to banning him.
He's a thug.
He's an idiot.
Thug and an idiot.
He's a thugging idiot.
All at once.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing a film degree, which obviously isn't a real degree, but because of that, I get to write like film reviews for the uni paper and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And I get to go to press screenings, so I'll get to go and see the box this week, which will be good. And,
yeah, I'm looking forward to the box. I'm not a fan of Diaz in the slightest, but the trailer for it made it look wonderful. Although I've discovered that what they do with trailers, get this, they just take the best bits of the film.
Yeah.
That seems a little bit one-sided and unfair.
But that's because films are just reproductions of other films these days,
Yeah.
which brings me to another point.
Yeah, okay.
I went to see a sensational film last week.
Yes.
Do you like Alfred Hitchcock film?
Yeah, they're all right.
Right, well, if you want a slice of pure Hitchcockian genius, you need to go and see Paranormal Activity. Don't listen to this guy, Iain Lee, he's a liar.
His Paranormal Activity is rubbish.
It's genius.
Oh, look out, the door moved a little bit.
That was the best bit.
The
door moved.
I know, that was the
Like
best
the door's
bit.
not gonna move, and then the door moved.
That's the best bit, the door moved. That's
blew me away.
it.
It blew my mind.
You're an idiot. Terrible film. There's a few good films coming out. I'm looking forward to the box. There's another one I'm looking forward to. Not looking forward to Avatar in the slightest. Oh, Vinny's on the line again.
Yeah, what's a terrible film?
One that's not very good. That's what it means.
No, what are you talking? Which film are you talking about?
Well, have you not been listening?
No.
But then why should I bother to fill in the huge gaps in your knowledge?
Because I'm planning to watch this horror film.
You're tired of what?
I was planning to watch a horror film that this...
Don't take the piss, because I will come around there and slap you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll forget about that. What I was talking about earlier. Anyway.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that's it. I want to watch that.
Well, you don't, because it's rubbish.
Okay, then. All right.
That's sorted out. Yeah, it's good. Right, go on.
Anyway, films that were terrible in the cinema.
Yes.
The Men That Stare at Goats.
Oh, is that not any good?
No, I actually slept through it. I tried to wake myself up because I paid about £7 or so. I don't care how bad it is, but I have to watch this to make my money worth it. I'm not going to walk out.
Yeah.
I slept through it again. And then I thought, then I only watched the last 10 minutes.
Oh. The books, have you read the book?
No.
Okay, the book's very good, but I guess you're probably not much of a reader, are you, Vinny?
No.
No.
Well,
yeah.
No, not really.
No. Do you know what? Your call is so boring, Vinny, that while I've been speaking to you, I've just ordered a dress as a Christmas present for my sister on the internet.
Yeah, okay. So
That's how. Just think for a second there. That's how dull your phone call is, right? I have been able to order quite easily a dress as a Christmas present while I've been talking to you.
Yeah, well, if you stop using the internet while you're working, then maybe you would have hosted a breakfast show or something.
I did host a breakfast show, mate. Did host a breakfast show for a year, 5 days a week. I interviewed such stars as Liberty X and Daniel Bedingfield. Have you ever interviewed Daniel Bedingfield? I don't think so, mate. Have you ever upset Daniel Bedingfield's PA by asking Daniel Bedingfield, quote, Are you a Gaylord? Unquote. No, I don't think you have, Vinny. I've done that.
Yeah, and I bet you got beaten up.
I didn't get beaten up, but I did get in very, very big trouble, yes, that's correct.
Okay. So who's this bloke who wants me to ban?
I've lost the email, but let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second. I haven't got my emails up. So Nathan, somebody wants to ban you.
Yeah, so what's this email? Read it out.
Well, all right. I've got to find it. Hang on a second. I'll get up my emails. Okay, well, there's Frizzado's emailing saying Vinny can climb my anus, but that's not the one that wants you banned. Hang on a minute. Entertain yourself, Vinny. I'll be with you in a minute.
He might be a big fan of me then. This bit.
Okay. Nathan Bowman. Here we go. Let me open this up. Nathan Bowman says, Ian, please ban Vinny for calling a bit, please, at least for a week. He's making the show extremely boring. I know he's a regular, but too much of Vinny can be boring. Ban him for a week, so when he comes back, he'll be funny again. P.S. Eloise is hot.
All right, then. It ain't that bad. I thought it would be worse than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still saying that you shouldn't be on the radio, mate.
Yeah, but I think that...
Yeah.
There's some weeks I haven't called in ever.
Yeah, go on. You can make Vinny. You can make those sounds into words if you try hard enough. Come on. Come on, make them into words. Come on, Vinny. You can do it. Vinny, 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 Vinny. John, join me in a Vinny chant. Vinny, Vinny. Come on, John from Halifax. Come on. Vinny.
Right,
join me in a Vinny. Vinny.
Vinny.
Hang on, stay there. I'm going to get everybody in. Hang on a minute. Christopher, Will, Mark, we're all chanting Vinny. You ready? Vinny, 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 Vinny. Right, Vinny, you want to respond to that?
All right. There have been some weeks that I haven't been calling in anyway, so I've been practically banned.
No, that's just you not calling in.
Yeah, but...
Vinny, 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 Vinny.
No, that's stupid then. Because...
Vinny, 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 Vinny.
Last week I called, but the week before
Vinny, 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 Vinny.
So...
Vinny, 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 Vinny.
Yeah. So, what other topics have you got for the show?
Vinny, 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 Vinny. No, Ben, Vinny.
Did someone just swear at me? Did someone just call me a knob? You're gonna have to cut me off then. I'm not gonna put the phone down. So let me just run through what's coming on TV right now. Right now on BBC One, it's Apprentice USA double bill. Then on BBC Two, it's Have I Got News for You. Then it's Shaun of the Dead, the film on ITV1. It's the F Word on Channel 4. It's Thunderbolt and Lightning, but not Thunderbolt and Lightning.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry, I'm just Eloise. Stop me buying Christmas presents online. Because by doing that, I'm missing. I thought there was nearly the time for the adverts there, and I'm.
Stop buying Christmas presents online, Ian, or else I will come in there and give you what for.
Oh, in that case, well, it's delightful. 0330123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us. Has anyone called in to tell us about kicking up a fuss?
No.
No one's done that. I begin to think that everybody who listens to this show is a pussy. I think I can say. I mean that in the most polite way. But I think they're all lightweights and a bit.
Yeah, I do. Come on, everyone.
Fey. I want some tough guys to phone up, or tough ladies.
Or just people that can stand up for themselves in the face of wrongness.
It's not. Do you know what? In those situations, it's normally women who do the standing up and the shouting and exerting themselves. Because men, if a man does it, there is always a chance he's going to get a kick in. But rarely, if a woman stands up and says something, she's going to get let off with.
In my hometown of Northampton, there was this very famous tramp there who's now dead, and he was called a rich eccentric, but really he was a drunk. And one day I was coming out of the shopping centre, and for no reason whatsoever, he decided to punch me around the face.
Jeez, wow!
And then continue to chase me down the street.
Sexy.
And everyone crowded around in a circle and watched him chase me. So then I couldn't run any further. I had to just run in a circle.
What?
Eventually, no one stood up for me. Eventually, I grabbed this man from the crowd and put him in front of me. And then he said, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And went back and started watching. And in the end, this woman got in the way and was like, "Get off of her!" to the tramp, and the tramp just sort of ran away.
How many people were watching you beat up a tramp?
There was probably about 20 people there, people watching him beat me up.
That's how you say it. Is any of this on YouTube at all?
No. There'd be no reason, I don't think, for people to film it. Actually, it was back before the days of all that happy slapping and mobile videoing and all that.
I remember happy slapping. Did anyone ever actually go happy slapping? I think it was just made up by the Daily Mail.
Terrible thing, if it's true.
I don't think it ever happened, though. I think it was made up by... We used to do spam heads.
Oh, yeah.
Used to spam head.
Yeah.
What's meaty and comes from a tin? I don't know. Spam!
Yeah, I remember that. That was back in school days.
And if we'd have had video cameras, we'd have filmed
peanut
that.
in.
What's a peanut?
You grab the tie of your opponent, and it went into a tiny little knot, so they couldn't undo it. And so you went home, and it was all little and knotted up, and your mum was like, oh, what? Eloise, I can't untie your tie. Yeah, I've been peanutted, Mum.
We used to banzai people. Did you have a banzai?
No, what's that?
You'd make your hand into that shape, and you'd smack a bloke in the balls.
Oh!
You just go up to him, you'd be standing, you go, yeah, all right, man. I say, banzai!
Oh, pain.
Oh, man alive.
God.
Which is worse than happy slapping, isn't it?
I would say so, especially if it was filmed.
They do say, the kids these days. But I remember being in a park at the age of 14, off my face on Thunderbird. No, actually, I started at 15.
Is Thunderbird
15.
a cider?
No, it's a strong American. They call it a wine.
Oh. Thunderbird wine.
Thunderbird wine.
That great vintage of 2001.
There's Red Label and Blue Label. One of them was very strong. One of them was very, very strong. Anyway, 0330 123 1215. More of your calls after this.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11 every weeknight, except Fridays.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. John is in the Halifax. Good evening, John. He's just that second put the phone down. Christopher's from the West Wickham.
Hello.
Yes.
The Exorcist is a really, really disappointing film.
Oh, man, The Exorcist, of course.
Film.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you said that twice.
What?
Yeah, you said the word film twice.
No, I said the song. I said song first.
Sorry?
I said song.
Song?
Yes.
Why
did
you said film the first time?
No, I said song.
Either way, it's quite dull.
Well, yeah.
It's rubbish, The Exorcist. I remember because it was banned and you used to have to go to Camden to buy hooky copies of it, but where you could buy also Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Driller Killer, and porno. And I remember getting The Exorcist and watching it, and it was just the biggest load of guff I've ever seen in my life. Terrible, terrible film.
The thing is, I spent the evening before it, reading up about it, and then I spent that evening being really sick because of what I read. And then I watched the film, and it was just...
He's boring me. He's boring me now. Christopher from West Wickham. It's slow calls, but geez, come on, man. I don't feel we've really got... It's strange. Monday shows are full of grace. Tuesday's shows are... No, the Monday shows, they're all right. Listen, they're all right. But they're always a bit slow. And I don't know if that's me... or if it's you, or what? I don't know. I'll take the blame for it, but you have a little thing about your part as well, kids. Mark's in the Glasgow. Good evening, Mark.
Yes, I'm through.
Woo! Yeah, you're on the radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up yourself.
Yes. By the way, Eloise's story was epic there.
Was what?
Eloise's story.
Which story?
The tramp story.
Oh, it was epic.
That was epic. That was fantastic.
Okay.
How come every town has a local drunk?
Every town has a drunk stroke mental person who wanders the streets. And I remember when I used to live in...
you should celebrate these people.
We did do a show once. There used to be a guy in Stoke Newington who was Stokey De Niro, who looked like Robert De Niro and would go around doing the moves and say, are you talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. There was, where I used to live in Turnpike Lane, there was fat Pamela Anderson, and there was this woman who was a fat version of Pamela Anderson, and she'd always be jogging. Always with like bright lipstick on and huge knockers. There's a fella near me who always goes, "Oi, Mr. TV man, Mr. TV man." I'm like, yes.
Everyone says that to you.
Everyone's, but this guy's bonkers. I won't describe him too much because it will give away who he is. But and I talked to him for a bit, and then he just starts getting rude and really obnoxious, and I walk away. And we going. You just called me a tosser, so I'm gonna walk away. I don't care how mentally you are. Yes, we celebrate the local eccentrics. That's how to phrase it. Yes, that's
not
good.
the ones that punch you, though.
No, not the ones. No, although it was an epic story, apparently.
See, there's a man at my town, and he's a strange fella.
Yes.
He's got dummy tits all the way down his jacket.
He's got dummy...
This jacket...
Dummy tits?
Actually held together by police tape.
Dummy tits?
Like, baby things.
Oh, okay, right.
Strange man. He's a bit of a bin raider, to be honest.
He's okay. I can't
understand him.
I can't understand his accent. His accent is very thick, and so is he.
So Mark has called in quite a few times.
Yeah.
But I've never known us to have that problem with him understanding him.
Well, let's just
Sounds a bit like Darren in Dundee.
Darren in Dundee. Like 2-year-old. Yeah, there we go. There's another one. Yes.
Darren in Glasgow.
Yeah, you sound drunk.
I'm not drunk.
That's a shame.
I know that tramp he's talking about.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, isn't that nice? How is your dad these days?
I used to.
Yeah. You used to what?
I went to school with him.
Oh Christ! Why don't you go and give him a hand and see what his problem is?
He used to stay at my flat sometimes.
Well, why don't you go and buy him dinner and see if you can help him instead of phoning up the radio station to laugh at him?
He's a weirdo.
Oh, in that case, he's a weirdo. Hey, is Duncan Bannatyne coming on the show tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
At 11:30.
I have no... I'll tweet him. Let me tweet him now, and because he was ill today. Jesus, he's always on Twitter.
Well, if he's poorly, he might not.
Yeah, he might bottle out. Hang on a second.
But he doesn't have to move from his own sofa or even bed. He can even be in his pyjamas, bit of breakfast in bed, dinner in bed, and a cuddly toy, and he can chat to us. We don't have to take him away from his lemsip.
Just tweeting him now. Hello, boss. You still coming on the show tomorrow?
Call him boss.
Are you? Well, yeah, I do work for him actually. I clean his car and stuff. Are you too poorly? Let's see what he has to say for him. I've no idea what we're going to talk to him about because he's not got anything to promote. I just kind of
have a chat.
He was going on the Chris Evans show, and I twittered him saying, "Well, come on, mine." He went, "All right." I was like, "Oh." Totally called my bluff there. Okie dokie.
Well, that's a good thing. Sometimes it's nice just to have a chat with a new caller.
It will be nice. It will be a new caller. If anybody... we can't let him speak to Andre, could we?
Yeah, we love
could.
it.
Of course we could. If anybody's got any questions for Duncan Bannatyne, then ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk is the place to send them. Let's go to... Rob is in the Ponders End. Good evening, Rob.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Rob.
Hello.
Hello,
do we
Rob.
know each other?
Sorry?
Do we know each other?
Well, you phone the show from time to time.
Indeed.
Yeah, you do indeed.
Yeah.
But we're not
Paranormal
friends.
Activity.
Yes, the movie.
Right. Are you talking specifically about the film, or are you talking about Paranormal Activity in general?
I'm talking about Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, I am aware of Paranormal Activity.
Have you been to see it?
Sorry?
Have you been to see it?
Well, in a way, yes.
But also in a way, no?
No, massively a way, yes. Yes, I experienced Paranormal Activity in prison.
So did you see doors open in prison?
Oh, God, I hope they wish they're that good.
Yeah. So, hang on a minute. So I am talking about the film.
Yeah, but I mean, the film isn't that good. It doesn't take into consideration all the things that motivate like a psychic personality.
Is Prison any good? Is Prison better than Paranormal Activity?
Yes, it's full of paranormal activity.
But is it better than Paranormal Activity?
The film.
Prison.
The film is nowhere near as good as what's going on in Prison.
So the film is not as good as Prison?
Nowhere near.
Is the film better than Watford?
Watford?
Watford.
It wouldn't take much.
You're going to call me mad again, and I'm going to have to go away and smoke.
No, let me... Hold on, don't go yet. you do tempt us with these things. Tell me, the paranormal activity you experienced in prison, was it just after the levitation you saw in the police station? Is that the same man?
Levitated in the police station.
You saw the levitation?
I personally levitated in the police station.
And then you saw paranormal activity in the prison. Were the two related?
Yeah, very much related.
Sorry?
Very, very much related.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, what the hell do I know? I don't know.
Well, exactly. What do you know?
Oh, God, well, I'm alive.
You're alive?
Yeah.
Barely.
I live. This is an amazing thing in itself, let alone talking about paranormal activity, etc.
Yeah, but well, the thing that interests me is not live people doing things. It's the ghostly aspect. That's what makes it interesting. Do you see a film that was just called Activity would barely register on the film critics, diary. But a film called Paranormal... Do you see what I'm getting? Because it features dead people.
I mean, it's just that they don't know how to make a film yet that's going to get people thinking and understanding to a certain degree, that kind of thing. But,
good point, good point.
I might be crazy, mate.
Could be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I like ghosts, you like ghosts. I've seen a ghost in my life. One day a ghost came into the room and tried to kiss my wife. I pushed him off with a pillow. I battered him out the door. And then he turned round and he said, your wife's a flippin' oh, I like ghosts, you like...
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Turn your radio off.
Barry!
What did you like? I can hear myself singing.
Barry!
Turn your radio off, you drunk!
Oh, me?
Yes!
All right, hang a minute. I was turning my very expensive DAB radio off.
Oh, how awful making me listen to that terrible song again.
Anyway, hi Barry, yeah?
Hi Barry, yeah?
No, it's Andre.
Oh, hello, Andre.
No,
I thought for a minute Stephen Fry had phoned up. Is that really Andre?
What, from ABC?
To LBC?
No, ABC, Stephen Fry. No, Martin Fry, sorry.
No, not Martin Fryer from LBC, no.
No, from ABC.
Oh, sorry, Martin Fryer from LBC, yes.
No,
I
from
thought that's who it
ABC.
was.
This is Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkeys.
Yes.
Harry?
Yes, Martin.
No, Andy, Andre.
What do you want?
Van Gogh done some old pleasers, but he didn't paint the Mona Lisa. That was some Italian
done by
geezer.
some Italian geezer, yes.
Name that singer and his...
Is it Ian Jury again?
Yeah, correct, Barry, yeah.
Yes.
Now, are you still... Which country do you own and...
Oh, not that again, please.
Oh, sorry, Barry.
Have you ever seen a ghost, Andre?
Oh, I think there might be a ghost in here, actually.
Yes.
Because someone come into my bed last night.
Yeah, what happened?
I can't say over the air. But it was very nice.
I tell you what, Andre, I'll put you on the same line as Barry, right? And then I'm going to take you off the air, and you can tell him off air. Then we'll come back to you. Is that all right? Hello? Hello? Andre? Andre? Barry? Andre? Barry? Andre? What happened there? Are they still there? Andre, Barry? Barry? Oh my God, something very, very weird is happening to my screen.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11 every weeknight, except Fridays.
We're trying to get the phones working. Do bear with us. 0330 123 1215. We'll get there eventually. I hope. Otherwise we're completely screwed. Okay. Finish. What's happening? What's happening, Eloise? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening, Eloise? Psst, psst, Eloise. 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 Psst. Eloise. Eloise. Hello. Hello, Eloise. I can't believe it. The phones are down, right? The phone's about the only caller we've got is Aaron, who is, let's be honest, the dullest caller in the world. Let's be honest. Is he the only? Is he the only call we've got?
Sorry, no. Oh, I couldn't. My computer all just died in here.
Mine died in here, but I've got it up again. Oh, could have been talking about an erection of a penis there. I'm not. I'm talking about the phone system.
Well, all my computers went down.
Wow.
And so they've only just come back on.
This place
and
sucks,
so I've only
doesn't it?
managed to call one person.
Can't we get a job on Radio 1 or something?
I bet Radio 1 still has the same problems.
But they don't.
But our boys, they're 24/7, and
Okay.
Dean at the moment is working his little
Dino,
socks off trying to fix it.
Dino. Hang on a minute, we've got some call. But all the numbers are coming in are withheld now. Hello, line. Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air, yes, who is this?
How you doing, Ian? It's Adam here.
Hello, Adam.
What?
How you
Why
doing?
are they all withheld? That is
That's
weird.
spooky, isn't it? That's like Night of the Living Dead or something. I'm all right, Adam. The phones have gone very, very strange, which for a phone-in show is a little bit worrying.
Oh, no.
It is a little bit worrying, yeah.
Never mind.
I can't actually hear you. I'm in a hotel room and I can't get Absolute on my TV. I can't get it on my computer. I'm
Right.
getting a bit annoyed now.
Yeah, you should be. You should be getting very annoyed, yes.
So I thought I'd phone up to see what's going on.
Well, to be honest, we've come to the conclusion that Monday night shows...
poor.
Not, well, steady, that's rude. Not poor...
I'm not mean to me rude, sorry.
But it was, it hurt. But not as good as the rest of the week. They're a little bit slow.
They are slow, yeah.
So I was wondering if people could phone in this hour with any suggestions of how we could make the Monday night show as much fun as Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursdays.
Now you got me there. I
Yes.
wasn't ready for that, was I?
No. Okay. Well, you're not ready for anything because you've not been listening to the show.
No, I thought I'd phone up and see what's going on.
Let's do the stuff that we've been talking about then. Maybe you can help with this. Paranormal Activity is rubbish. What disappointing films have you seen?
Paranormal Activity is rubbish.
Are you agreeing with me on that, or are you
I'm
just
agreeing
repeating?
with you. No, I'm agreeing with you 100%.
I don't know about you,
Yeah.
Adam. I am not scared of doors opening 6 inches.
No, I'm not.
If I was scared of that, I would have found that film terrifying.
Or young girls screaming.
Yeah.
It's not scary.
No, rubbish. The last 5 minutes were good, but the rest of it was absolute tosh.
Was the last 5 minutes that good, was it?
It was, well, compared to the rest of it was all right.
Yeah, all right, maybe, yeah.
Have you seen any other films that you've been very excited about, only to come away disappointed?
Not lately. I haven't seen much lately. I've seen stuff that I've been excited about.
And has it lived up to your expectation?
Yeah.
Then we're not interested. That's not what we're discussing this evening, Adam. That's definitely...
Well, that's because I can't hear the radio, isn't
No,
it?
that's right. Listen, Adam,
No, I'm not
don't,
being
no.
funny. I'm
you're
not being
getting,
funny,
you're
Mr.
getting,
Lee.
no, Mr. Adam, you're getting quite arsey with me. You are getting quite arsey, so just calm down, all right?
I apologise.
The other topic, and this is, have you ever kicked up a stink? Which is what you're doing now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm going to cut you off until you
Okay,
learn a
Mr.
decent
Lee.
attitude, all right?
Good.
Up yours! This is very weird. The phones are being very odd and all the numbers coming in are withheld. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Ian.
Yes, who's this? You're on the air.
It's Eugene.
Hello, Eugene. Good evening.
Good evening, and how's Eloise?
She's fine, thank you.
I'll tell you what it is, Ian. First of all, I just want to wish you, Eloise, and all the team there, and all your family a very Merry Christmas.
Listen, exciting news, kids. Over Christmas, Eloise and I are taking 2 weeks off. I don't want to. The management have insisted I do in a money-saving exercise. I say up theirs. But to fill the gap of the 2 weeks, this evening, Eloise and I recorded a 25-minute Christmas special podcast that we will release over the Christmas holiday while we're all away, and it's got special guests on it.
Right.
So, well, no, I'm hoping you'd sound excited. So that's a good thing. That's, as Phil Spector once said, my Christmas gift to you.
Thank you very much indeed, sir.
You're welcome. I hope everybody downloads it and listens to it on Christmas Day while they're tucking into their turkey and have a marvellous, marvellous dinner and day on us. Thank you.
Listen, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, okay, yes.
Right, I'll tell you what it is. The last time, remember when I was on speaking to you and that beautiful young lady that's sitting beside you there?
Well, she's in the next studio, but yes, Eloise,
Right.
yes.
Now, the thing about it is, remember I said to you about I was trying to get hitched with a beautiful young lady from across the water?
Yes.
You put me on to some balloon, some Egypt, and he was talking about his daughter with hardly having any teeth. And he rambled on and on and on and on.
Barry from Watford, I think that was.
Oh, yes. That was a complete idiot, Ian.
Right.
A complete idiot. I thought now, I put my trust in your hands and you let me down badly.
Right. Well, sorry about that.
Do you reckon that there could be something that you could do for me, Ian? Seriously.
I'll be honest, Eugene. You come across as being a little bit desperate, and I don't know if girls really dig that.
No, I'm not sounding desperate, Ian, no, but it's
you
just
are?
that... No.
Okay, well, the phone's away. Let's try this. Let's see what line 3's got to offer. Line 3, you're on the wireless. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, no, what a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
Isn't it? What a horrible thing to say.
What, that he's sounding desperate?
No.
Hello? He's gone again. Right, sorry, Eugene. Let's try line 2.
You're all right.
Jesus, what is going on with these phones? Line Yes, line 2.
Can I go with Barry?
No, Barry's not here. It's Eugene. Okay, right. I'm sorry, Eugene. We're doing our best. Let's try line 1. Line 1. Line 1. You're through to Eugene.
Hello, Eugene. Hello. Good morning.
Have you ever thought about battering for the other side?
No, definitely not.
Don't knock it until you've tried it, Eugene. You might love a nice gentleman's penis.
No, definitely not.
Have you ever tried it?
No, and
don't
I don't intend. No, I don't intend to. I'm just
knock it.
Totally female.
Don't knock it. Well, hey, listen. Some of those guys, when they dress up as females, even I would. Millie, you're through to Eugene. Can you help him?
No, I can't, but it's my birthday.
I have nothing to say to that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Uncle Eugene.
Yes, and how are you? And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I am 21.
Very nice, and congratulations, as the one would say from across the water here. You've got the key of the door.
Well, Eugene, would Millie be someone you'd be interested in?
Well, I tell you, she sounds a very nice young lady.
Millie, is the smelly old Eugene someone you could be interested in?
I like that he sounds like the guy off Catchphrase.
You do sound... Yeah, Eugene, can you say, good guess, but not good enough?
You would like me to say that there?
Yes, please.
Good guess, but not good enough.
Right, okay, now say what you see, say what you see.
Say what you see what you say.
Go on, Millie, you had one for him, did you?
Just the one where he's like, "Oh, what's Mr. Chips doing?"
Yeah, good. Go say that.
Oh, what's Mr. Chips doing? So, Ian, so in other words, it's a case of that lady likes Roy Walker.
Correct, yes. That lady likes Roy Walker, yes. Or Roy Walker's voice, at the very most.
Oh,
Eugene
right.
should have his own feature of, like, catchphrase.
Do I have my own catchphrase?
No, you should have your own feature on the show every Monday.
Well, Millie, let's not get carried away with that.
But I'm in charge.
Yeah, you're not, no.
Oh, okay.
Right, but you could have a catchphrase, Eugene. Why don't you make your catchphrase, I don't have a catchphrase?
Well, I don't really have a catchphrase.
Brilliant! Oh, I love it. And every time you say it, you get a round of applause. Eugene, what's your catchphrase?
I don't really have a catchphrase.
Hey! Oh, this is well done, Eugene and Millie. Tomorrow's show, it's catchphrases. Everybody has to call in with their own catchphrase. That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Are you going to make a list?
I probably will, and then I'll leave that list in my bag for a few weeks and then clear it out and throw it away and never type it up anywhere.
Sounds good.
That's what I tend to do these days.
Millie, may I just ask you, Pat, have you any plans for your birthday today?
It was kind of yesterday today. It finished 12 minutes ago.
Oh, right. So did you have a good evening?
I did. I ate cupcakes.
Oh, right. So you weren't taken out for a nice meal, or you weren't cooked a nice meal then?
No, I had a sleepover on Saturday and we had pillow fight.
Right, okay. Well, that's not the way I celebrated my 21st.
Well, I'm not a normal 21-year-old.
Pardon?
Okay, you're boring me now, so I'm going to cut you both off. There we go. Something's happening with these phones. It's all right. Listen, okay, so we were asking disappointing films and kicking up a stink. Tomorrow we will be doing catchphrases for all of the listeners. But the Monday shows, they're not rubbish. They're not rubbish. I'm just aware. Hey, imagine we did this show 7 days a week. There'd be no Mondays. They'd all be good shows. But I'm just aware that the Monday show is always a little bit slower, a little bit less spunk than the Wednesdays and the Thursdays and the Tuesdays to a certain extent. So any suggestions on how we can make the Monday shows better? 0330 123 1215. We will get through to you on the phone. They're all a little bit weird, but we're getting there gradually. Stephen.
Hi.
Hello, Stephen. You're on the air.
Hi. I'd like to talk about your regulars.
Yes, please do.
Do you hire these idiots?
No, sir.
No. They just come on in general.
They just come on in general, sir.
Every night.
Well, yes.
I've listened to this show since last Wednesday when you had an argument about not insulting someone. You know, the woman, and she was angry about something, and she took it out on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Was that Wednesday or Thursday?
I think that was Wednesday. I don't know. I don't remember what happened.
Since then, all I've heard is you've got the old guy. I bought some cockles. And then you've got the boring guy. With
that doesn't narrow it down too much. You need to be a bit more specific.
Yeah, you know the one that.
No.
You know, I bought a spade. You know what I did with it? I put it next to my other spade. You know the guy.
I don't know the guy who talks about spades. No. I don't remember him.
I don't think he's ever talked about spades. But that was just
bad example then. But, okay.
No. Maybe that's just something I'd expect of him.
Right. What's
and then what's the other guy?
I don't know, Stephen. I can't see into your mind.
Yeah, no. The guy who says, "Oh, I'll pick you up tonight."
Oh, that's Andre
and
from
I'll drop you off.
Yeah.
But I'll drop you off first.
Yeah. He just sounds like that. He doesn't speak in your voice though.
No.
You gave up on the voices by then, didn't you?
Yeah, I gave up on the voices.
Okay.
I've not heard the show long enough to take everyone's voice.
Okay.
into
So what,
consideration.
Stephen? Are you saying? Let me get this right. Are you saying? And hey, listen, this is absolutely fine if this is the case. Are you saying you don't like the show?
I'm not saying I don't like the show.
Right.
I just don't like the regulars because they're boring. Maybe if you had some more exciting regulars. Maybe if that woman who had an argument with you called up every day to have an argument with you.
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable for everybody, I think. Me especially. Jeez, that was an uncomfortable evening. Okay. We'll I'll tell you what we'll do is tomorrow's show we will ban all of the regulars. How's that?
You're going to ban all the regulars?
Tomorrow's show I will ban all of the regulars.
What happens then if no one calls?
Well, then that's your problem. You better call in, mate, because this is your idea.
Yeah, but then I'd have called more than once, and I'd be.
No, you're not regular. You're not regular. I have no idea who you are. I mean, we wouldn't allow someone as dull as you to come on regularly, but tomorrow we will let you come on as we kick off all of the regulars for one night only.
You knew who I was before I gave my name. They said Stephen before I even said anything.
Because it says Stephen on my screen.
Why does it say that on your screen?
Because we have a phone system here called Phonebox, which crashed about 25 minutes ago. But Eloise takes the calls people back, and she writes on the screen, Stephen, and then rubbish films, and is he too late to blow up a building?
Right, okay.
That's not particularly mind-blowing.
Right, that's pretty uninteresting too.
Yeah, I've got to say, Stephen, listen, and you've criticised me, and I take that on board, and I take that to heart, and I appreciate that, and thank you. But
you did say earlier you were looking for people to come on.
Exactly. But can I give you some criticism?
Yeah, sure.
You are quite possibly the dullest caller we've ever had.
Right.
And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just, calling it as I see it. This is a very, very dull call.
Right. And you're saying that the man who came on earlier and pretty much didn't say very much at all, and you all chanted his name, was not exceptionally boring.
It wasn't. It wasn't as boring as this call.
Point, ready to, run from my own home and
wish you had.
Find the nearest entertainment I could, be a cheap hooker on the side of, say, suck and lick my balls for a tenner.
Okay.
I mean, even that would do more than.
Well, listen. I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you paying. I'm not stopping you paying for oral sex. I would never stop anyone doing that. But yes, I am saying that this call.
Thank God.
Yeah, this call is duller than that call. Yes.
Are you still blowing up buildings?
No.
Oh, come on, please. Just
you missed it. It was last week.
Yeah, I know it was last week, but I didn't get a chance to call in last week.
Oh, well.
I was on hold too long. I just gave up. Come on.
No.
Just one.
No.
You've still got the sound effects, have you not?
Yeah, I've still got the sound effects, but no.
So just use your magic radio sound effect machine to destroy one more building.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Why?
Well, because you didn't have the balls to hold on longer last week.
Well, yeah, I know. I should have held on to my balls a bit longer, but...
You should have.
Yes.
You didn't.
No. I'm holding them now, and I'm asking you, please, come on.
Okay. You are without a shadow of a doubt the dullest call we've ever had, and I mean that with love. I say that with love.
With love. Oh, that's very nice of you.
Okay.
I think that's the first time any person has ever said anything with love to me. So.
I bet it probably is, Stephen, because let's be honest, you're a bit of a knob.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
It's a very, very odd show. Eloise, I need to speak to you in a moment with your producer's hat on. We have to make...
What's that?
I've promised 2 different themed shows tomorrow, and I don't think they can go hand in hand. So I need you to make a producer's call.
Oh yeah, okay.
I've promised a catchphrase special, and I also promised that boring man that I would let none of the regulars will be allowed on tomorrow. But surely if we're doing a catchphrase special, the regulars have to come on.
I think go for what Stephen, the boring caller guy, said to do, because he sparked up quite a bit of rage, and I've had some people saying I'm going to call in tomorrow and give him what for.
Okay, so we're going to have no regulars tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then catchphrase special on Wednesday?
Yes.
There we go.
Because Wednesday's always quite a quiet show, so it'd be good to have the regulars
But
there.
hang on a minute. No, then. Duncan Bannatyne's on tomorrow. So supposing a regular, Harry from Watford or Andre the Giant,
You're
want
right.
to speak to Bannatyne.
That's twisted it all completely.
Let me twist your melons even further.
If Bannatyne is on tomorrow, I think it should be catchphrase special.
Because then we can get Bannatyne's catchphrase is, I'll tell you what, I'm not interested. It's really bun. I'm out.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is what it's...
That ties in.
Let me just see if
Okay,
he's...
what are you going to twist my melons with? What?
Well, that was what I twisted your melons with.
Oh, right. Yeah, if Duncan's in, then it's catchphrase. If he's out, then it's no regulars.
So the whole show tomorrow depends on whether Duncan Bannatyne is ill or not. That's it. Hang on a minute. Let me just see if he's tweeted. I've sent him a tweet. Do I want to see Brittany suck? Oh, I keep getting spammed with porn spam on my Twitter. Have you had that?
There's loads of spam at the moment.
And there's a picture of Britney Spears actually sucking on her.
Oh, no. Don't click on them, because then you become spammed then. You'll get hacked.
Do I get Britney Spears to do that?
Nah. I'm just going to have a swig of water.
Yeah, you say it's water.
So the phones are really annoying. Every time I answer it, I have to wait for... And then I don't realise that they're there, and they're like, hello, and then they hang up on me because they think that... Because they hear blankness when I hear...
I'm a bit bored tonight. I don't know if I can be bothered to do the rest of this.
Put some songs on.
I don't even want to listen to records.
See who that withheld is.
Oh, yeah, OK. Let's try it. Oh, there's a thing. Yes, line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi.
Hello, you're on...
It's me again.
Who?
It's Stephen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Save us from this. Please.
Hi again.
No, you were
I
boring.
like the way you cut me off just before you saying you're a bit of a knob.
OK, well, I'll say it to your face. You're a bit of a knob.
Yeah.
There we go. Jeez. What? Doing a radio show, do you know what I mean? It's like supposed to be... I'm supposed to be having some attempt at comic timing. That's why I did it. 4, you're on the wireless.
It's so annoying.
Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. This is Alex here.
Hello, Alex.
Hello. I've called in. I'm a bit shy, but my friends have told me to call in because one of your callers has written a story about me. Alex the Ghost or something, they said.
Oh, Lex the homosexual ghost?
Oh, no, they're not saying that, are they?
Yeah, Vinny did an excellent series called Lex the homosexual ghost.
My friend said that was all about me. That's not fair.
Are you a ghost?
I don't think so.
Well, then I would rest assured that there probably isn't about you. Let's try Hello, line 7. You're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening.
Ian, all these callers who want the regulars off are totally sad because the regulars are the ones that make the show. I'll tell you, there's no one more funnier than Andre and Barry.
Well, listen, I agree with you. I once at another radio station, I had the bright idea of not having regulars on. I thought maybe maybe it's getting a bit too cliquey. It's becoming too much of a private club. So for a couple of weeks, maybe a week, I banned the regulars. And you know what? It was dull, man. It was dull.
It is. I think you should start with Andre and Barry on a Monday evening to kick off the show.
Well, Andre, would you like that?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Hello, Andre.
I'll get Barry. Where's Barry?
Barry's here. I'm Barry.
Hi, Barry.
How are you, Andre?
No, that's not Barry. You're bringing taking him off.
No, it's Barry.
Is that?
It's Barry.
Well,
yeah,
why not say Barry? Right, if you reckon you're Barry, what was you the king of last week? I was the ambassador of England, so what was you?
I was the King of Sweden.
No, that was Amy.
No, she was the Queen.
No, you weren't back. You're not Amy.
Yeah, you're not Amy. Correct. There we go. Well, we will do it. We will have a show where the regulars are banned for the whole thing, and I think it makes very dull listening. But we might get new people calling who could then become regulars.
Mm-hmm. Because we've done a day like that before, and we had some really good calls. That's where Flipper turned up.
I did just see something then. Is there someone out there?
I'll go and investigate.
Is there someone out there?
Right there.
I did just see someone walk past. And
That's weird.
is there someone out there? That's the.
No, there's not anyone out here.
Is there someone out there? Right there. I did just see someone walk past.
That's weird. I can't hear you because I've got no headphones on, so you're not talking to me, are you?
No, I am. That was. I did see someone walk past.
There's no one out there, though. I looked all down the corridor as well. There's no one down there.
That's a little bit spooky.
Like, how long before I went out did you see them?
Well,
literally that second. I mean, were they going that way or this way?
I don't know. They were dressed in white.
No, they weren't.
They were. I saw. Honestly,
Are you joking?
I saw. You know, I don't believe in all ghosts and all that bull, but I saw something happen just then.
No one would be dressed in white here. Mark Crosley got his wallet stolen on the lost on the tube. I don't know why that's relevant to a ghost, but
who stole it?
Well, it flopped out of his pocket, and
we've all had that problem, Mark. Don't worry about it, mate.
And then it disappeared. It was no longer there, so it got teethed probably.
Here's a topic tomorrow. Have you ever accidentally exposed your genitals?
Oh, did I tell you about Nelson from here, the Jeff Show
I
Home
know
Time
Nelson.
producer?
Yes, I know Nelson. Nice lad, yeah.
Well, he was reading his Harry Potter book and looked down to notice that he had a hole in his jeans and no underwear on, and he could see it poking out.
Oh no!
So he tried to. There was a girl sitting opposite him, and he realised his legs were quite open. She probably saw, so he tried to stand up and try and push it back in.
Oh!
But it wouldn't go back up the hole. So it was just hanging down on his leg.
I've had that. I've had it. Push it back in, won't go up the hole, so it just hangs down by your leg. Well, then tomorrow, in memory of Nelson, we will talk about exposing your genitals.
Okay.
And we'll ask Duncan Bannatyne, has he ever exposed his genitals? Hey, well, you know me, Ian. I'm always out. Or something like that, he'll say, and that'll be funny, and we'll have a good laugh. I don't know if I can be bothered. Is it worth going to line 16?
Who is it? Oh, probably not.
Line 16, Kermit the Frog.
Hello! Hey, Ian! What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm doing a radio show. Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, well, I'm Kermit the Frog. I just thought I'd give a call in, because I'm a big star, and, what time can having a big star show do?
That's great, Kermit. Well, how the hell are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm just sitting here with Big Bird and that Big Egg, and we're just having a couple of drinks.
Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. I gave him longer than he deserved, and I just can't be bothered, really. To be, it's. You might as well come in here, and we'll take these calls straight to air if you want. Because the phone system is. I'll explain what's happening. We have a phone screen here that has 10 lines on that people can call in, and then other lines that we call out on. And the phone system closed down and rebooted itself, and people are calling in. But whereas before it would have a number on or a name, they're all saying withheld, which is kind of terrifying. We've got one more call lined up, and then we'll see what happens for the last bit of the show. Kit Taylor, good evening.
Yo.
Yo, Bum Rush the show, Kit Taylor. Yes, my friend.
How are things? Come on, let's inject some life back into this.
I don't know if we can, to be honest.
Come on.
Come on, you think?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, well, OK, let's have a go. You've inspired me.
Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to basics. I've got a coded message for you.
Let me get some back to basics music going. Here we go. Hang on a second. Here we go. Wait, just wait up. Here we go. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Kit Taylor, where are you calling from?
Where am I calling from?
Where are you calling from?
My kitchen.
OK, it's Kit Taylor in the kitchen. Good evening, Kit Taylor. What can we do for you this evening?
Ian, I've got a coded message for you.
Fantastic, my friend.
I've got a coded message for anyone out there who's thinking about watching Citizen Kane.
OK, yep.
It's Rosebud is a sledge.
OK, what can that mean? What can that mean? At what point in a movie's career is it acceptable to give away the ending?
I think I've just done it.
Well, I know. I remember we're talking about The Matrix 3, and when that came out when I was doing a rubbish. Well, no, it was a good television show. I don't know why I said that. A good television show called Rise, and Kate Lawler, who I was hosting it with,
Remember it well.
The film hadn't even come out, and she said, "Oh, at the end of it, the woman dies." We got in terrible trouble for that. Terrible trouble. Film companies were threatening to pull all their advertising with Channel 4. All that.
Do you know what would make people angry?
Go on.
If you let away the end of The Mousetrap.
Well, yeah, no, I do know the ending of The Mousetrap, and you're not...
How many boundaries do you want to push here? This is the question.
It's a tough one.
You ready?
Okay, on the count of 3.
Oh, come on.
Are we going to do it on the count of 3?
People will hate me. No, I can't do that.
Okay.
I think you're going to bottle it.
Okay, so listen, we're about to, on the count of 3, tell you how The Mousetrap ends, okay?
Are you really going to do it?
So if you don't... we're going to tell you who the killer is. Okay, if the count of 3...
She's daring.
If you
really,
don't want...
on national radio, you sure?
We're doing it. If you don't want to know... Because we're giving warning, okay? So we're letting people, back away. If you don't... The play's been going for 60 years, Kit Taylor.
I know, long time.
It's a long time. Surely 60 years is long enough. Eloise, would you agree that after 60 years... Have you
Definitely.
I think if you're
no,
too
I've not
lazy...
done anything. I've not touched anything.
Okay.
If you're too lazy to have been to see it...
Yeah.
Then,
we're going to reveal
ruining.
who the killer is. As far as we're going to reveal who the killer is, or who did it.
All right,
in
just
the
get on
Mousetrap.
with
Okay.
it.
I tell you what, let's get some music.
Hey, hang on.
Hang on.
Can you just fade me and you down for a second? Because I just want to make sure that we've got the right person.
Okay. I tell you, at the end of this 30 seconds. Sorry. At the end of this 30 seconds. Can you turn that off and on again? It's off. At the end of the 30 seconds, we'll reveal. Hang on a second. Here it comes. We're going to do it. Radio you will never hear anywhere else. The person who did it in The Mousetrap is the policeman.
There's a bit of an anticlimax to that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Should have pushed the tumbleweed FX.
Yeah, all right. I've gone,
Mouth over there.
No one. The tumbleweed's too short.
No, it's not.
It's only 14 seconds long. I'll show you how short it is. Hang on a second.
I'll extend it then. I found it during
all right.
the
I'm
show.
just saying, but listen, this is how short it is. Listen. But then it just stops.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that actually.
Okay, well let's listen. Some people are calling in, Kit Taylor. Let's get the reaction of the public.
Hot damn.
Line 4, you're on the wireless. Hello. Hello. Hello, it's you. You're on the air.
Bumhole.
Okay, bumhole. Well done. That's
Inventive.
Knowing.
Yeah, let's see what line 5 has to say about the revelation. Hello, line 5. You're on the wireless.
Oh, it's Andre.
Oh, Jesus, Andre.
Hey, Andre.
Yeah?
How are you?
Don't encourage him, Kit
See,
Taylor.
Come on.
Tonight we
What
couldn't
would you like
field
to
his
know?
calls.
Andre.
Yeah?
I've got a song that I'd like to play to you, and would you listen to this song? And because Christmas is coming, would you listen to this song? Turn your radio off and just heed the wise words.
Oh, okay, hang on, let's turn the radio off, yeah? Alright, hang on. Right, the radio's off here, yeah?
My mama cry. Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas. I don't want to see my mama.
That's been stupid. Of course I've got to get drunk next Christmas.
Eloise,
Just last year.
can you tell Ian that's no good?
Why?
Because who's... Oh, I'm going to have a couple of whiskies with my dad and that
Of course
Christmas.
he is, Ian. You're stupid. I don't know why you even
Yes,
bothered
I know.
telling him
Just
that.
How can he say that?
Exactly, Andre. You'll be para.
Right, but no,
It's
listen,
just
right?
people, I'm just thinking, Andre, there are loved ones who just want to
What?
give you this very powerful, passionate message. So please just listen, okay? Andre, don't get drunk this Christmas. I don't want to see my mother cry.
No.
Please, say don't get drunk this Christmas. I don't want to see my mother cry.
No, I don't agree with that.
No, I bet you don't. Kit Taylor.
Hi, Ian.
Thank you for breaking the heart of a nation of elderly people yet to go and see Agatha Christie's play.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Good lad. Speak soon. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
There we go. Please, Andre, don't get drunk this Christmas. I don't want to see my mother cry.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
My band are playing a gig on the 20th of December. If anybody wants to come, it's free. But I need to know your name in advance. 20th of December at the Underbelly in Hoxton, is that?
Yeah.
It's free. But rather annoyingly, you have to send me an email.
Why is that? You have your own guest list.
Well, yeah, because they dicked us around last time, and I kicked up a fuss. And it means I've got free guest lists. But you have to. If you want to come to the band on December the 20th, come see the band. We haven't got the brass section this time, I'm afraid. No brass section.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it'll be a different thing. So, so if you want to come and see us playing some rock songs, all sung in Japanese, then I'm going to give you my email address at my website.
You should have put your own band on that shortlist thing.
What shortlist thing?
The shortlist top 10.
But we're not Japanese.
Oh.
If you send an email to Iain at iainlee.com. With just like the name of, your name and stuff, and we'll put you on the list, and you can come for free. Otherwise, you'd have to pay a few quid because the guy that runs it is a confused gentleman who doesn't know the best way for us to get free. Anyway, but if you want to come, come down. It'd be nice to see you. It'd be nice to see you. Are you going to come?
No.
As that is just unbelievable. That is. I'll get you in for free.
I'm not here. I'm back in Northampton.
On the 20th of December.
I'm going literally straight after the show on the 17th.
You're going to go at 1 o'clock in the morning?
I am actually.
Oh,
Taxi's going to drop me off at the Holiday Inn in Brent Cross, and my mum's going to pick me up from there.
You are genuinely unbelievable. Well, you, dear listener, you can come and you can meet me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It's the only thing.
Why don't you like to be touched?
I don't like people touching me.
Why do you think people who've never met you before will touch you?
To inject me with poison or give me the fleas.
I would never inappropriately or appropriately touch anyone who I've just met.
No, thank you.
Other than shake their hand.
No. Mark Crosley's on at 1 o'clock. He was in early, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's because he got his wallet robbed.
Well, was he going to go off and sleep with prostitutes or something before the show? What was he going to do with money before the show? Does he need some money? I can lend him some.
I'm going to get some from Petty Cash.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can always lend Crosley money with a very, very good interest rate.
There's no need. I'll give him no interest rate whatsoever.
That's another text from my cab saying we're here.
Is it really? Two?
Yeah.
Normally they phone you if you don't go out, don't they?
Well, you'd have to wait, wouldn't he? Oh, I hope it's not that old guy. Is it the old guy?
Oh, I found something out about him. Was he quite large?
No, really skinny.
Oh, because I was speaking to another taxi driver from the company, and they were saying, the only guy about that age I know is a big guy, but he got fired. But it's not your man.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. You never do that. That's a basic error. Last song of the night we're going to play is Ballad of Peter Pumpkinhead by XTC. I've been given a free rein to play what I want.
It was scheduled in...
the playlist to play Ballad of Peter Pumpkinhead by XTC. I don't think Andy Partridge likes me anymore. Oh, well. He didn't reply to my phone call. Very brief email saying I'll write back when I'm not so busy.
Maybe it
I
might
ain't
be...
heard nothing yet.
Like you told me, just text him.
You haven't got his mobile?
Just email him.
We've got two phone calls.
Sometimes you've got to persevere.
Yeah, I know, but it's... Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you.
Right, just two things.
Can I just interrupt one second?
Yes.
You know, because it says withheld on the screen, and sometimes you think you should know the voice, but sometimes you don't know the voice, but it's too rude to say, "Hi, who's this?"
Yeah.
when really we should know them.
Yeah.
I feel like this now. I can't think who it is.
No, can I-
Ian,
Yes, hello.
Ian, two things. I was kicked up a stink.
Oh, yes.
We was on holiday once, and I said to the family, "Come on, I'll take you for a meal. I'll treat us all to a meal."
Oh, lovely meal.
We went into a pub for a pub meal.
Pub meal, classy.
And we
You were splashing out, weren't you, eh? I'll treat you to a meal. Oh, lovely, swanky restaurant. No, a pub. Oh, was there football on at the same time?
No.
No.
And we went in this pub and we was waiting for an hour, and the family next to us, they were waiting for an hour, and their meal come before ours, and they complained because they didn't have enough chips with theirs.
Yeah.
So there was bought out another plate of chips, big plate of chips. Ours come, small plate of chips. Anyway, I went and caused a big stink up with the manager. He apologised. He says, "Look," he says, "we've got staff off here, left, right, and centre." He says, "I'll tell you what, just pay for your beer." So I got a free pub meal.
Now, that reminds me, I went for breakfast one morning with my wife, and we were there for about 45 minutes, then hers came. And I said, "Where's mine?" They went, "Sorry, did you order one?" I went, "Yes." They said, "We're going to get it." I said, "No. What's going to happen now is we're going to eat this, one breakfast between us, and then we're going to get up and we're going to walk out and we're not going to pay." And she went, "Well, I don't think..." I said, "Yes, that's what's going to happen." And we did!
Oh, my God.
It was brilliant!
See, I found out, my dad found this actually, that you are entitled to pay for a meal what you think it's worth, as long as it's £1 or above.
Yep.
So
Like anyone could do that.
And that's the law, and they can't sue you as long as you leave £1 or more.
These laws, though, I mean, who enforced them? Is there some kind of,
know.
group of people that enforce the laws? I don't... Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Police, maybe?
Minor Freundin.
Yeah, OK, lovely. It was...
Oh, was you clever there and didn't put the fader up until the do?
Yeah, so I'm talking a little bit longer and then I'm going like that. Oh. Hello, line 6. What a fun piece of music. This is from a video game.
Sounds video gamey.
Sounds weird, doesn't it? Line 4, you're on the wireless. Oh, I didn't. I forgot that. Yes, line 4.
The Alpha.
Hello?
The Alpha.
We're not going to end on that. Tomorrow's show, it'll either be no regulars or it'll be catchphrase special, depending on if Duncan Ballantyne's got a cold or not.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. Line 3, you're on... By the way, go to absoluteradio.co.uk/Ian Lee or iTunes tomorrow and download the podcast, as there are plenty of extra material, intro and outro, that I know you'll love to hear.
It was quite good tonight.
It is a good one tonight.
I think we used our best bits for that.
Yeah, I think we did, actually. Line 3, you're the last call of the evening before Mark Crosley.
Hello, Mr. Lee. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
And hello, Eloise.
Hello
How are you
there.
doing?
I'm good, thanks. You?
It's Tommy from Glasgow.
Yes, and I'm interested in taking out one of these interest-free loans that Eloise is giving out. How much are you prepared to loan a trumpet like me, please?
I've only got a £5 in the petty cash, so you'll have to split that with Mark
A
Crosley.
skydiver? You want me to take a skydiver and you're not charging me any interest? Cool.
It'll have to be £2.50, I'm afraid. £2.50.
Are you paying for the petrol so I can come down and pick you up?
No.
Or I'll just rip off Ian Lee for the taxi?
You will
I'll
will
come
have
and
to
rip you
let
off for
us...
the
I'm
taxi.
afraid that it's not completely interest-free. You will have to let us fondle your balls.
What balls?
There we go. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, everybody. Mark Crosley's up next. We'll be back tomorrow, and it'll be a much better show than tonight, I promise you. This is a fantastic, fantastic song. Come on.